Hello, everybody. I am back after 2 days, well, almost 2 days of not. I basically just didn't record a video yesterday. But how's everybody doing? I hope you've had a good week. Today is Friday, which means tomorrow's the weekend, basically. So, if you got anything going on for the weekend, hope you have a good time. So let's reflect on the 2 days. Yesterday I had therapy, and that was good for my mental health. I was able to talk through a lot of things, understand myself a little better, and it just pretty much went well. Like, all the things that I had talked about were significant improvements I've made just this year, but also there's some deeper thoughts that go on, so exploring the way I feel about certain things a little deeper helps me understand myself and better prepare myself for life and decisions and other things like that. So it went well. And then later on in the night, I went to the Chicago Bulls game with my friend and had a good time. And then I got home at 11, and then I went to bed. So that day overall went pretty good. And then today, boy, I was not feeling good today. Just mentally, physically. You can hear I'm coughing here and there. Got a stuffy nose. But I wanted nothing to do with today. I literally slept until 1:30 in the afternoon. I got up at 8, but I was so tired that I just slept and slept and slept. And by the time I woke up, I was like, oh my gosh, it's 1:30. And that didn't feel good. And then even after that, I really didn't want to do anything all day. So today's just been, I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. But what I'm thinking of right now is the fact that I'm not editing these videos. You're kind of going to get my brain processing things like that. And I don't know why I think I care so much at this moment, but just the fact that I don't have a real answer makes me feel like I didn't fully understand why I'm feeling like this. But anyway, so it didn't turn out to be a day that I had hoped. I mean, I had no real hopes of what the day was going to be or any expectation, but if I had one looking back, I wouldn't say this was the type of day I wanted to have. But I was doing so well. Well, I am doing so well compared to how I used to treat myself and live, that there's expected to be days like this. And that's the reality of it. So all that to say, even though today wasn't what I planned or I don't feel the best, I can still take something from it. I could still look back and say, here are a few areas that even though I wasn't feeling the best, I could have still done A, B, and C. I could have still got up earlier. I could have still made it a bit of a better day through making better choices, but today was just not that day for me. And it's okay, because you got to take it a day at a time, and not every day is going to be perfect. So just reflecting on all that stuff, because the rest of the day, I just hung out with my kids, my wife, watched TV, watched Moana, watched a bunch of shows, movies, all that stuff, and I've gotten to this point right here, and things I've been thinking about just through my experiences the past 2 days is, one, how happy I am that I started to go to therapy in general. I mean, I've been to therapy since I was like 17, 18. And just how much you can really learn and grow by doing it. I don't know people's opinions on therapy, but my initial thought was like, oh, this person's just going to tell me what I need to do. And if I don't listen, my life's going to be bad. Or they're just going to tell me what sounds good. But in reality, your whole therapy session or any therapy session is really dependent on yourself, like how deep you want to talk about things. You're like the driver. You're in the driver's seat, and a therapist kind of just affirms how you feel, maybe gives you a different viewpoint. They just do, I guess, like say you're on ChatGPT, let's make it simple, and you have a big book that you want to read or something, and you're just like, hey, just give me the cliff notes. Dig through all of that 3 million page book and give me what I need to know and describe it for me. I feel like that's how therapy is. Like, I could go on a huge rant, 10 different directions about absolutely nothing, and then my therapist can swirl it all up in a nice pretty package and say, this is what you meant, this is what you're trying to say, this is what I hear, and like then they validate you or give you insight, things like that. So I don't know, if you've never tried therapy, it's a great resource. And like when I'm making these videos, it's kind of like a therapy session. This is exactly how I would talk to my therapist, just really working through your thoughts. And then when you just spew out words, right, like you start to piece your thoughts together as they come out of your mouth, even if they come out randomly, and then all of a sudden you learn something. And it's insane that that happens that way, but instead of keeping it all in here or in here, wherever you keep it, and not talking it out, you might never like fully understand how you feel about something, or like where your, I don't know, your path is in certain areas of your life. I guess that's the best way to put it. Like if I want to eat an orange today, but you didn't know how to get to that point, you're just thinking about it, but without speaking it through and trying to figure out how you're going to get to eat that orange, you'll never get that orange. If you keep it inside and then just forget about that thought, now you don't even think about an orange. I don't know if that made sense, but I'm just trying to paint the picture of there's so much you don't know until you put it out there, hear yourself say it, think about it, process it. It might take 5 minutes to learn or understand, or it could take 2 days, and then you remember, oh, you know, I really do know why I felt that way today, and it was because of this, and the way to make me feel better when this happens is if I do that, and then you're on the right path to understanding yourself. Ooh. So here I am, just randomly off topic, but I don't know. This is, again, like a therapy session for me. And so taking it back, yesterday was a good day, therapy, and then going to the Bulls game. And I love sports, but as I'm getting older, like when you're younger, you kind of have more hype for sports. Like, yeah, oh, my favorite athlete, my favorite team. Like, I still get like that sometimes, but with all the stuff going on in my everyday life, that starts to kind of like fade to the back more. Like, the important things, my family, my health, my wife, my kids, like just my day-to-day. So I'm not as in tune with all that stuff that I used to be. Like, I know this guy had 20 points yesterday, and I know they won this game. And so when I went to the Bulls game, I'm usually somebody who just sits there and really pays attention to the game. I don't want to get out of my seat. I want to watch the whole thing from start to finish. I paid for it. I didn't pay this time. My friend paid because he's a good person, and I appreciate it. But, like, I usually just sit there and really want to watch the whole thing. And since I've been to many games, and like I said, my perspective's changing, I kind of sat there and was looking at other things. I'm like, how many people are here? Like, what brings people here? We're all here to watch this game someone made up, and all of us are there to be entertained, to get away from, like, our jobs and all the other stuff going on in our lives, just to be in this place. And then I started thinking, like, I don't know anybody here other than the names of all the players that are playing, my friend, and that's it. And in life, we're all the main character of our own life, right? Like, I am me. I'm the most important person, like, to myself, because no one else is me, right? Like, no one else can be me. You know, we're all main characters. You know, you're the main character in your story. I'm the main character in my story. And just to think about all the different reasons people are there, like, I'd be like, of course everybody here wants to watch basketball. It's so great. But you kind of look around, you see people there just to hang out with their friends. You see little kids, like, so hyped just to see Benny the Bull, the mascot. You see people just trying to spend time with their kids and give them a memory. And then for myself, just to enjoy time with my friend watching a sporting event. I mean, that was why I was there, but, like, I feel like just diving deeper into that, it's really a big world, right? And we all have our own story, our own journey, our own reason for doing things. So I felt like I appreciated the reason going to the game, like I went to the game, more than the actual game itself. Like, I appreciate the fact I got to go somewhere, spend time with someone I enjoy hanging out with. I got to be in a different environment than work or home. I got to just go get some chicken tenders. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just the simple aspect of it. Because for that moment in time, it just gave me joy, you know? And in the past, again, I would just sit there and really want to watch the game. But in reality, it's doing so much more for me and other people than I realized. I'm sure people are like, of course I'm going out to have a good time. I worked hard. I deserve it. I want to go do something fun, whatever. But I never really thought about it that way. So just taking it back to what I guess I'm trying to say is, like, appreciate those moments and what they're doing for you. And just don't get so hung up on feeling like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this is what I was thinking too, and I know I'm going off tangent again, but I feel like I see some people there and they look like they want other people to notice them more than, like, they're enjoying their experience. And as humans, I feel like as much as we don't want to think about other people, like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? We still do it. And part of me felt like I saw some people that really felt like I'm the main character in everyone else's story. Like, look at me, I'm this, I'm that. Like, I'm sitting all the way at the front, pay attention to me. Like, look like they had bad attitudes. I could be overanalyzing it, but I kind of felt like that was some of the things I was getting from looking at certain people. But here I am judging a book by its cover, so what am I doing? But it's a human thought, right? Like I'm human. When I'm talking, it's genuine. I'm not acting as if I'm this super well put together human that knows everything. Listen to me, learn from me. I'm a genius. Like, I have those thoughts too. Like, this dude over here looks like a jerk, no offense. And he's kind of acting like one. But I shouldn't judge him because everyone's entitled to live the way they want and be who they are. But the human aspect of me realizes it. You know? I don't know. That just makes me human. That's all I'm going to say, but off topic. So I guess, looking back, I just see a bunch of people living their lives in the way they want to live it and having their own experiences. And at the end of the day, it's a good thing. Because all the stuff that's going on in the world, things could be a lot different. So, yeah, I guess that's where my rant about that ends. and here I am thinking, like, and this is just being honest, am I a bad person for just sitting at a sports event, looking at some people, judging them, having an opinion, and then saying it in a video? Are people going to think of me differently? That's what I'm thinking right now. And in reality, it is what it is, right? Like, maybe that's a bad take. Maybe I should be a little more focused on my life and the things that I should be doing and not focus so much on other people. But in that moment, that's what I thought. So, hey, it is what it is. But anyways, what else happened? Yeah, today, again, I didn't do my best to do anything. My son colored on the wall in the house with crayon, so I had to clean that up. He's 2, so, I mean, I think if I were to give him the magic eraser, he would probably just throw it on the ground and run away. So, as much as it'd like to be a teaching moment, like, clean this up, I just took it upon myself to clean it. And it was really interesting, the thought process I had when cleaning the crayon on the wall with the magic eraser, because I'm just like, why is this taking so long? Man, how many scrubs do I have to do? Why is this not coming off easier? I feel like I just rubbed that spot 10 times and nothing came off. And I was just getting so frustrated at like how long it was taking. And then I tried to turn that into a positive thought of like, it's like life. I turned a wall crayon drawing into the thought about life. It takes a while for things to happen, but when it's done and completed, you feel good. Like, I started with a little spot, it disappeared. There was still the whole mess, but as I started to do a little more, all of a sudden I was done, and I felt accomplished. Something got done. It was clean. So it just gave me another perspective of my day, and I was like, hey, as much as I didn't do anything, this is a little moment in time, and tomorrow's a new day. So don't let this one little like mark on a wall of my life stop me from continuing on this path of doing my best, right? Like, don't let all the scribble on the wall like make you afraid to continue doing the right things, if that makes sense. So I felt like that was weird that I thought about that, but I did. So outside of that, I do work tomorrow. There's a birthday party for my friend's kid tomorrow, so I'm gonna go do that. Then I work, and I think overall I just feel more confident at work, like I'm doing a good job. I'm feeling like I know more than I thought I knew. and it's a good feeling. So all around, I feel like today was a bump in the road, but you can't really see how far you've come until you look back and see where you came from. Like, I mean, it's just, it might just sound the same, but it's true. Like, I've made so much progress forward that it would almost feel fake or unearned to go through a whole year of everything going perfectly and me doing my best. Like, reality has to set in a little bit. Like, you're doing great, but don't lose focus. Don't, give up on yourself. Like, don't get cocky, right? Don't get big-headed because you've done well for a month. Like, your whole life is ahead of you. Keep going. So, that was my 2 days. I don't really know what else to add. I genuinely feel bad for thinking about those people being mean people. Like, I just thought about it again. That's on my conscience. I gotta let it go, though, because it's just a thought. And thoughts come and go. And some thoughts come in your head that you don't even want in your head. And you're like, why did I think about that? But the brain works how it works. So I'm going to do my best to say, everybody live their life in the way they want to live it. It's okay. Don't judge people. Compare yourself to yourself. It's going to be okay. You're not a bad person for having a negative thought. And that's how I'm going to get over that. But I hope everybody has a good rest of the day, whoever watches this. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for watching.